So this is the story of how I nearly got hacked. It all started when I tried to add the YouTuber Watch Games TV. Now some of you guys may know him, he makes entertaining content, seems like a pretty chill guy. So I found his profile, posted this comment on it, asking if he could add me because obviously his friend list was full. Most of us YouTubers get constant spam friend invites, so obviously friend list is full. And a few days later I get an ad from him, so I accept. A few weeks go by and we exchange some polite conversation every few days, talking about business and stuff like that, until one day he invites me to join his case battle. I'm pretty busy at the time, so I say sure, that's fine, but I'll have to make it quick. I was pretty distracted, I had some friends over. So I load up the website, and it's a website I've seen before. I've seen other YouTubers make sponsored content on this site, but unfortunately I don't get a link to the case battle he invited me to. The site just seems to ask me to sign in constantly. A lot of alarm bells were screaming at me about this site. There were certain elements that just weren't correct. For example, when I tried to sign in, I opened this sign-in box within the website and it didn't actually create a new Firefox window for me to sign in on. That was my first alarm bell. Secondly, everything you clicked on the site just seemed to try and force you to sign in constantly. But I trusted Watch Games to a certain extent. So firstly, I tried to sign in with some bullshit details to see what would happen. The login came back saying incorrect details, so I thought, okay, maybe this is legit. Meanwhile, Watch Games is kind of hurrying me up on Steam, which I totally understand. Sometimes you're within time limits to make videos. So I sign in using my real details, and the Steam Authenticator thing pops up, obviously, like it normally would. I put in my Steam Authenticator code, and then I press OK, and then I just get forwarded to the exact same site, no case battle. Suddenly, I'm like, oh, fuck. I know exactly what this is. This is not a legit site. This is 100% a phishing site. So I've just signed in with all my legit details. Watch Games is asking me if I've signed in yet. I have to put him off real quick because I have to change all my details. So I'm like, no, dude, give me 2 minutes. I'll sign in. So after changing all my details, I informed him that he must have been hacked. There is no way he's linking me these phishing sites, and it's the real Watch Games. I just don't think he's going to do that. So I tell him he's been hacked. He seems to react like a YouTuber would when you tell them they've been hacked. They're like, oh no, I gotta go offline and change all my details. So that's what he did. And then it suddenly dawned on me, is this the real Watch Games? So I looked at his profile, it all seemed pretty legit. We had mutual friends in common. He was level 200 and something. He was getting comments regularly on his Steam profile. But I thought, I have definitely one friend in common with him, and that's Turbomotion. So let's go to Turbomotion's profile and see which Watch Games he has on his friends. And it turns out I had added completely the wrong Watch Games. This guy had gone to extreme measures just to seem like the actual legit thing, and it was incredibly convincing. So what he does is he constantly checks the real Watch Games profile for comments, waiting for his victim. And then as soon as he gets someone, he adds them, pretending to be the real Watch Games, and they look incredibly similar. Once he's earned their trust, he can get them to do things that you wouldn't normally do for other people. Now, I was ridiculously close to falling for this scam. I asked the hacker what exactly his intentions were after he'd gained access to my account. Was he going to get me VAC banned? Was he going to steal all my skins? But he told me no, something far more clever. He was going to gain access to my Steam group and then post his phishing spammy announcement so that everybody in the group would get it, and then he would gain access to presumably thousands more accounts. Now, because this scam was seemingly so elaborate and so clever, he'd literally set up an entire fake site, which looked like he'd coded it himself. He'd set up an entire fake profile, which he'd put a lot of time and energy into. I thought it would be interesting to actually talk to this guy and see what he's about. So I got him on for an interview, and here it is. Firstly, unlucky on not scamming me. It was close.
I was so close.
It was super, super close. There are a few questions, obviously, that you probably won't want to answer legitimately, like how old are you or where are you from?
All right. Yeah.
So we'll just probably keep those questions out of it. How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this from 2014, and then I was coming like 1.5 years. Then I had small break, and I get back into scams.
Was there a financial need for you to get back into scams? Did you not have any money and you had to do something?
Was financial needs because I used to have a job. It was paid like $1,000 per month.
A month?
It was
okay.
Yeah, it was really low salary for me. So I decided to go back into scams. And
how long have you been faking Watch Games?
I've been faking Watch Games from June maybe.
June? Because I saw he was talking to me and he linked me a video that he made like a year ago, I think he said.
Oh no, it's another important. other guys who
Oh, it's a different guy.
impersonating him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did you pick him as a specific target to impersonate? There's a lot of people you could do, but why him?
Well, when I get back into scams, I asked my friend what type of account should I do now because there's new ways to scam, and he told me, well, the watch games is nice. Copy, your account is high level, so
Do you have a job apart from doing this, or is this your main job?
I'm only doing this,
Okay, only this for money, yeah.
only this for money.
So
My
you
main-
rely on it to put food on your table.
Yeah,
In the whole span of when you've been doing this, how much do you think you've made from it?
100K.
$100,000 in total.
Yeah, or maybe less. No, I guess I have made a little bit lesser, like 50K maybe,
Okay.
or 70K, like something like this. I had a break, but I know the guys who made pretty big amounts, like 500K.
Yeah, 500,000. That's a lot. Wow. Obviously, with scamming people like this, if you're scamming larger amounts from people, they're probably going to get quite upset about it. Do you ever? I mean, obviously, you are quite paranoid because it took me quite a long time to get this interview with you. You know, you thought that there were people coming after you. Do you think people are trying to find you and get your identity?
Well, actually, I'm paranoid like couple days after I scam big.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
days after the scam. Then I forgot about this because I say myself that, well, I'm scamming pixels, and when you send a trade offer in Steam, you confirm twice that you're sending a gift.
Yeah.
So actually, I am legit to Steam.
Yeah,
the
you've not
people
done
who-
anything wrong in the eyes of Steam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So actually, it's a fraud scam, but you can get caught if you're doing this. Some guy and he knows your identity, and then he can go to the. Okay, I'm stuck now.
Like the police in your country?
Yeah, yeah, he can go police. I heard the stories like some guy scammed another guy from Sweden, and he got his identities, and he went to police.
Is there anything else you do apart from impersonate watch games?
Last year, I am only impersonating watch games, but 2014, I was not impersonating someone. I was just pretending to be a fake buyer, high level with a fake.
A fake
cash
buyer
wrap.
of skins?
Yes, fake cash wrap, and I had maybe I was a top 10 CS:GO launch station. I had like 50 reputation. Was pretty high.
Yeah, that is high. So you've done stuff on CSGO Lounge and just been a
Yeah.
fake big time
I was
trader.
fake buyer. I was fake buyer. I wasn't big time trader. I was just fake buyer.
Just buyer, okay.
Yeah, people trust me because of my fake reputation, fake comments, and nice profile. I was a legit trader at first. My friend decided to cash out his knife, so we found the guy. Guy just scammed us. He
Okay,
asked-
so you got scammed in the first
Yeah.
place.
my friend.
Your friend got
Yeah.
scammed.
Yeah, he asked to go first with a knife, and then he sent us the money, but he didn't. So we figured out what happened, and then I think by myself why I can do this. So in the first day I get the knife back, and on second day I get another knife, and party started.
Starts raining knives. That's basically how you got into it.
Yes, I was a legit trader.
Do you think it's considerably harder to scam trade-wise nowadays because they've implemented the 7-day trade bans and the Steam Guard Authenticator and stuff like that?
Well, yeah, it's a bit harder right now because of the new updates and shit, but anyway, there's some guys who you can scam. You will search for him, you will finally find the target.
Okay, so it's all about picking your victim carefully.
Yeah, if you're scamming, so you will get your money.
The one thing that kind of struck me about your scam was how much time and effort and how kind of elaborate it was. You know, how you'd kind of put in all the time to make sure the site was looking semi-legit, and how you'd you put on all the time to make sure your profile was looking semi-legit, and how you'd messaged me, you know, a few previous weeks, a few previous times in the past to kind of build that, you know, that trust, that rapport, that you weren't just straight off the bat trying to get me to go to a website. It's quite a lot of effort to do all of that.
Yes, it's like social engineering.
Yeah, social engineering, 100%.
Yeah, I'm pretty good in psychology, like I know a lot of types of peoples. I can know what type he is by chatting with him couple minutes, like how he's answering and stuff like that.
So you can get a general assumption of someone, and therefore
Yes,
get their weaknesses.
Yeah, I can just know what kind of person he is and choose style of chat with him.
Do you think there's a reason that you're not banned on Steam or anything? You're not like at least like trade banned? I guess a lot of people must have reported you.
Yeah, I get obviously a lot of reports, but I think that doesn't really care.
Steam doesn't care. That's what you think.
Yeah, they doesn't care unless I'm doing something really.
I know there's a report option for impersonation on Steam.
I know.
So obviously it's against the terms of service or whatever it is, and probably can get you banned. But you've been
I'm big level. I'm high level. They ban low level because this account. I used this account back in 2014, 15 for spams. Still alive.
So you think that's just Steam's laziness, that just don't care?
It's like random. Yeah, it's random. You cannot get banned for a couple years, but you can get banned in 2 days.
Have you got any advice for someone looking to not get scammed? What would you? How would someone not get scammed by you? What advice would you give them?
By me?
Yeah, by anyone. You know, is there any kind of good techniques to adopt? I mean, for example, I have a unique password for everything. So if something gets hacked, at least it's only that something, you know, and I change my password every couple of months or something like that.
Only one way of the scam. There's a lot type of scams in Steam. So watch out to who you're speaking. That's it. You never know how he could scam you.
Just make sure you know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
It's hard on the internet because nobody has faces. It's just accounts.
But there's a lot type of scams. You can get a fake phishing site.
Yeah, there's a million and one different types of scams.
Sure. Yeah, some fake jackpot site.
One thing I've always advised people to do is make sure the URL is obviously
correct. Even you should have checked it.
Yeah, I did. The thing is, I did. I kind of knew. Deep down, I kind of already knew.
You did, but I did quote you because I was the first who asked Watch Games like, "Hey buddy, add me." So he was thinking that you will be added by Watch Games. So I did added you, and you pledged it because you just asked him to add
100%, yeah.
And I did add you, and my account looks like his account, except level.
Exactly. Pretty much identical apart from level, yeah.
Well, that's all about the timing and stuff.
It is, yeah, it's definitely the time. One thing, you put like, do you want to join my free case battle? You've obviously kind of thought about it from a psychological perspective, and you're kind of trying to appeal to people's greed, maybe? Is that it?
It's like, because nowadays most of people and most of CSGO community like free cases, free knives,
free anything.
Free shit. It's like, you know, the average skin is cost like, I don't know, $10 AK.
Yeah.
And this guy probably have real money in his pocket, like $100 or something. He could buy this easy, but if you would see someone gives free AK, he would take it.
Obviously, yeah.
I don't know, it's only in CSGO community again.
The reason you targeted the gaming community is because you used to be a legit member of it, and you had bad experience with your friend, and you just found the scamming was too easy to pass up, basically.
It was too easy.
Have you ever got in any legal trouble whatsoever for this? You've never been found out by anyone or anything like that?
No, I guess no one care about scams, but sometimes I'm paranoid.
Do you want to talk about the big paycheck that you've had recently? The 30k one.
About what I scammed 30k?
Yeah. I presume that you pretended to be Watch Games and you were in contact with a sponsor site for some sponsorship video deals?
No, I
No?
just get one guy into phishing site. He was trust me. Well, there was a site, there is a legit Steam authorization on the site, and he just checked it, and I got access through cookies on a gambling site.
Okay. And you
And
sent
I
yourself
just
balance,
Yes.
and then you withdrew from the site.
Yes.
Do you ever feel guilty about taking money that you haven't earned from other people?
Well, I felt guilty the first day after scam.
Mm-hmm.
After my first scam, it was AWP Asimov. When I scammed as a person, I said to my friend, no fucking way, I can do this to you. I will just send him trade offer back. But my friend was scammed, so he told me, no, he sent me a trade of this OP, and I sent him a trade, but still I said, no man, back this OP to the guy. And on the next day, I just said, okay, good, we didn't send him back. And I start to scam. No, I don't feel guilty.
You wouldn't feel guilty, for example, if you'd actually gained access to my account and you'd managed to do the clever thing, which was access the Steam group and spam out all the announcements of the phishing site.
Yeah, I would not do the shit to your account like back then. I would just use your group to spam to other people, to spam other people from your account. I'm just saying them, hey, trade this knife to me, trade this knife to your account, I will send you something back or something shit like this.
Uh-huh.
And they think, yeah, he probably will send me back something because he won't break his reputation on YouTube, and that's easy. Like
Yeah.
$200 don't worth it when $1,000 to lose your reputation.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, I don't think I have any more questions. Is there anything more you'd like to add? Anything you want people to know?
Don't know.
Yeah, I think so, unless there's nothing you want to add. Because obviously people are gonna... The first thing people kind of experience when they hear the word scammer is just like hatred.
I think it's not the year to talk about scamming.
It's not the year?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I think over 30% or 50% of community got scammed.
Yeah, 100%. I've been scammed. Everyone's been scammed. So
Yeah, even I was scammed when I was scammer.
it's something that's deep within most of us, and we all have kind of very negative feelings about it. So there's nothing you want to kind of say to make it seem a bit less negative.
Yeah, I would like to say that I don't feel, what was the word?
Guilty?
Yes.
Saying you don't feel guilty.
Yes, I don't feel guilty. I want to add that in real life, I'm pretty good person. I'm helping almost every homeless, giving him money, buying food and stuff, helping everyone. Like in real life, I'm a really good person.
So you think you're like a bit of a Robin Hood then?
Not like Robin Hood.
You steal from the rich and give to the poor.
Like it's not the matter I'm stealing. Like I steal to give the poor. It's like my character. Like from the start, even when I was a scammer, I am a good guy in the life, helping everyone who needs the help. If I scam, I am still the person. Like, if someone thinks I am a bad person because I'm scamming, in real life I am a good person. I met some guys who I tried to scam, and they told me like, wow, you're the sweetest scammer I ever met before.
You can't really just separate that kind of internet life and real life, because what you do on the internet and how you represent yourself on the internet still is who you are, you know?
Yeah,
like,
maybe that's it.
If I was like a really good guy in the day and I went around helping people, and then at night time I just like beat my wife or something, I can't just say,
I understand.
you know, I'm beating my wife, but it's okay because I'm a good guy.
No, but I'm just saying my character in real life. It's a lot of YouTubers. You know, Phantom Lord is scammer too.
Yeah, I know all about Phantom Lord. I know there's been a lot of YouTubers who have been very, very scummy and just doing really, really underhanded, just shitty things and just fucking over their subscribers. I know that.
I have talked to some YouTubers. They told me, why you scam, it's bad. But then I told him, like, hey, you're a big YouTuber and you guys realize, but you have scammed all your subscribers because you did advertise the bad site.
Mm-hmm.
Something like this, but in fact, people got scammed.
All right. Well, thank you very much for the interview.
Okay, goodbye.
Peace.